Good afternoon, people. I wanted to make a video here today to go over a couple items. First thing is, I always say this and post this on Facebook. The ultimate honor and respect I have for President Trump and his continued relentless drive 24/7 every day to call people out, call the media out, call the politicians out, and educate the American people, which we already know, and bring the truth out to the American people. President Trump is awesome, and I know he was sent here by the higher above. That's all I can say to you. No human being that since I've been in my adulthood have I ever seen in public life do what President Trump is doing. And I don't care if it's business, politics, media, whatever. All I can say in my posts and in this video is when you serve in the military, we serve this country to defend it, as you know, foreign and domestic. For those of you that have been in the military, and also a lot of you know that is what our creed is. But I have to say this, as you know, our enemy is here in our backyard. So now it is the citizens' job to stand up, and I'm talking about the patriotic, God-loving citizens of this country. Stand up, get aggressive like President Trump in your communities, and voice your opinions. I had a lady the other day when I was in the supermarket. We were talking about Trump, and we were talking about this country like I do with a lot of people. And she whispered over to me that she voted for President Trump. So I whispered back to her and I asked her, why are you whispering that you voted for President Trump? I said, that's exactly why in the 240 years plus that we've been a nation, why we've fought on foreign lands and kept socialism and communism out of our borders and out of the and within our borders. So people and their families that sacrifice and serve, and law enforcement, and all these people do this so you have your right. Just like the devil side that abuses their right. So we don't go in the streets and commit violent crimes. We don't do all that. But I can't tell people what to do on the description of this video right now, but what I can say is this. I look at my country like I look at my family. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way. I would never let anybody do anything to my family. I will protect them at all costs. And if they do something wrong, my children or whoever, I'll be the first one to call them out. So, in my opinion, it should be the same for every citizen in this country. And why I'm saying that now, more than ever, is because you and I know that the enemy is in our backyard. It's been here for 30 years. I've done my research. I don't watch any media, as you guys know. I don't watch any of this stuff. Fox, all of them. Because all I have to say when you do that is you're feeding the sponsors who are paying their checks. Their salaries. Hollywood, all of them. I don't spend any money on any of that garbage because I'm not going to contribute to the fire or fuel the fire that's destroying this country. And I would like to see more Americans doing that. I would like to see that tone go across. Hi, Ronald. And I got to say this really quick. Again, if you guys don't know this by now, I keep saying this. If you have a membership right now to Netflix, you are contributing to the destruction of this country if you do not know this. And everything I tell you is not made up lies, not fake propaganda. This is research and it's fact. And if you don't believe me, you can go look right now and see that George Soros owns the majority of shares in Netflix right now. And this lady, Susan Rice, that worked for Obama, I guess, Muslim devil Obama, that frickin', oh man, you guys don't even know what I want to do this guy, besides Hillary. She's on the board of directors. And the Obamas just signed a contract with them to push their propaganda, social communist propaganda on there. And that's what George Soros does. He weasels his way into wherever whatever it is, whether it's music, this and that, whatever, Hollywood, whatever. Wherever people are focusing their attention, that's where he spreads his propaganda. And you know who he learned that from was Hitler, because that's what he was around in those days, selling out Jews, his own Jewish people, to Hitler's disciples there. So, anyways, you know, my thing is this. You know, we're at a point in this country where, you know, I'm sick and tired of all this crap, like all you people. And thank God Trump is here. Okay, I do appreciate that, and I honor this guy. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you know, I've never seen anybody like this. I do not support any politicians, period, from the city council up to the president. FBI, CIA, NSA, all of them. And this is why. I live in a world where you either do it or you don't. Yes, no, right, wrong. I don't know about you guys, but that's the way I was raised. And there's no bullshit. You step over that line, and now you are the enemy. And so I don't see any of these people out here, like President Trump, every day since he announced he was running, doing his job and calling people out. All these politicians, when they run, all these Senate, all these people all talk about that shit that Trump did and say that, you know, we have to fix the country, we got to call out evilness, we got to build borders, we got to control immigration, you know, all that 9 yards, and they do nothing. So Trump is here trying to do it, and that's exactly why they're trying to destroy him. And anybody that can benefit this country and make laws and whatever, like Kavanaugh, they try to destroy everybody. Because over the 30 years since Bush Sr. got into office, they've been planting all these judges, they've been planting all of these people, and FBI everywhere, because that's how they do it. Because there's two ways, in my opinion, that you take over a country. One is you go in, with you take the military and send out, you know, what's it called, martial law. You do whatever you got to do. Anybody that speaks against anything, you haul away. You know, guys know the history of that. Or you do it slowly. You chip away at it, years by years, like they've been doing to you and I. All the patriotic people, we are now the outcast in these people's eyes. That's why you see the enemy tends to win in the courts and all that. But going back to my faith in God, I don't deviate from that plan, because I know God is controlling all this right now. I know He's, you know, this is all written in the Bible. If you're a Christian, you guys should know this. This is in the book of Revelation. All of this is. Evil is rising to face off good. You see more than ever tons of people out here that are openly showing their evilness now, when they used to hide it. And the reason why they hid it, because they got called out for it. And if you guys remember, it wasn't that long ago, if we were at a football game or any sporting event, and you have people that bow down during the national anthem, everything in the stands would have been thrown at those people, and they would have been called communist. I'm sure you guys, if you're anywhere about 40 years old and above, you guys know that. So again, the only way I can relate things here, as far as my passion in this country right now, is because I know two things here. If this country falls, the world is gone. And that's the goal of the agenda of the elite, as we know. The other thing is, if it wasn't for the history of our military, families that sacrificed, all the people that didn't have choices, drafted, whatever it was, stepped up to the plate. Hi, Melanie, thank you. Stepped up to the plate. They didn't do it for all this garbage here today. That's why I'm here today. And that's why I think President Trump is here today. We want to make sure that we have a future for us, but most of all, we don't want what God created this country for, and the unbelievable odds that we went to create it with the British and everybody else, and all the wars that we've been in, all the turmoil within our borders over the years, all the assassinations, all this crap by the good people. And if you guys ever notice this, all the assassinations and all the people that have been wiped out are all the good people trying to change things, like Trump. Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, Reagan, they tried to take out a couple times. So this has been going on for a long time, folks. As you know, these evil pigs are running everything. And exactly, you're around my age, James. I'm telling you. I tell people all the time, and I told my kids this. The reason why I'm angry and mad, because I'm in a generation that's seen the change in this country. I've seen how people have changed here. I've seen all these people flooding into this country, legal and illegal, and don't give a rat's ass about it. I've seen it. I live in Los Angeles. You guys talk, for any of you guys that don't know, that haven't lived in Los Angeles, we're the capital out here as far as we're the start of everything in California, especially LA. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good people out here still, but we're shrinking. And we got just idiots out here. I can tell you right now, in Los Angeles right now, the amount of foreigners that have been pumped into this state and this city in the last 15 years would blow your freaking mind. And I can tell you right now, not every one of them are loyal to this country. I can tell you. And thank you, James, for stop watching the media. I don't watch any of it, but I'll tell you this. I don't know if you guys know this, but they're pumping in more than ever citizenships here. I don't know if you pay attention to this stuff. I think we're up to, somebody told me this, I don't know if it's true or not, so I don't want to be like the media and spread lies. Somebody said, and you do the research, I haven't done it yet, that we're doing about 1 million people a year in citizenship here. It's been doing that for a while. They're basically giving them citizenship here besides the illegals. Because you guys got to remember, when you pump in people that don't go through the right channels or are not loyal, didn't come here and do it the right way and work hard, there's no way they're loyal and going to stand up. They're not going to join our militaries. They're not going to join our law enforcement. So this has been all a plan, as I said, for many years. So I'm going to try to end it here because I go on too long and I think people get bored. But my passion drives me, and I got so many issues that I can talk about. It's unbelievable. So remember this, you guys. Just focus. Keep. Like I said, I never deviate from where I'm going as far as, like, I'm not perfect, but I don't let anything enter my mind. I don't want to hear people's bullshit. I don't want to hear people complaining about this country. I don't want to be around any of that crap. What I do is do exactly what every American, in my opinion, should be doing here, is do exactly what President Trump is doing for 4 years now. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. He just keeps going forward and forward, and he doesn't deviate from the plan. And there's one of two things that's going to happen. You either put all of it into it for nothing, and you lose, or you put all of it into it, and you're going to win. And I can tell you right now, speaking from a military standpoint, the majority of time you do win.